Seguin Independent School District has been duly called, and notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Section 551.043 of the Texas Government Code. Our first item of business here is audience with the board. A time for audience participation at the beginning of each meeting to hear persons who desire to make comments in accordance with board policy BED local. And we do have one person signed up to speak. Noe Villarreal, come on up. Is the timer go?
Good afternoon. My name is Noe Villanueva.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That's fine. I'm here because I have my own soccer association here in town. I'm independent. We raise all our money. In the past 3 years, we've been using high school football field to play our games on the weekends from August through November and February to April. I went to talk to Tina today, and Ashley Ferris at the meeting last week at Ms. Biker said they were going to start charging probably to use the fields, and I haven't been charged the past 3 seasons. Okay, I have about 40 kids. Our teams travel all over Central Texas. I charge the parents $50. That's the minimum I charge them, and that covers insurance and referee costs. Insurance run me $150. Referees run me from $600 a weekend. When I don't have enough, I have to pay out of my pocket. So if they're gonna charge me to that, I practice at Barnes almost like from August to November, year-round, 10 months out of the season. I just don't know where else to go because my team's already been entered in the Alamo Area Youth Soccer Association, and they're set to go. The meeting we have August the 16th, they give us the time, places we play. I have about 10 home games every season, and I'm just here that maybe I'm also on the school athletic booster club. I volunteer every home game there. You'll see me in the concession stand working with Wayne and Ms. Biker. They know me there. Been there for 4 years. It's just that I would like it if we could work something out where I wouldn't get charged, because I won't be able to have my players play anywhere. And I can't play them at Park West because those fields are not sanctioned and they're not size enough big for my teams to play. We play 11v11. So I just wanted to bring that out because Tina today told me, you might want to start there. I usually set all my schedules with her, and Mr. Daly was letting me use the fields and all that, but she told me I can't do anything now until we get everything settled in, and it's gonna put a lot of pressure on me because if I don't have a place to play, I'll be fined $300 for every game, and that's both teams that I have 10 games, so that's 2 teams, that's what, about $6,000 of fines. I won't be able to pay that, so, if I can work something out with y'all. We practice. My kids, I take care of the fields when we're out there. I pick up all the trash. I have access to the gates. Tina gave me a key the past 2 years, and I have access to the gates, get in and get out. I pick everything up. We set everything apart. My referees are state officials. They're sanctioned to do high school games and all that. It just said that's what I'm here for. Hopefully we can work something out. My season starts end of August, runs through November. My teams usually make the playoffs. The first round we always win. Second round, that's when we go to College Station. My parents can't afford to go, so we have to forfeit those games. And I have great kids, man. They love to play soccer. A lot of them don't pay me. I let them play because they love the sport, and they say they feel comfortable out there. They're not in the streets. They're out there. There's a group of kids. Some of them have been with me for 4 years. And there's 7th, 8th graders and a couple of high school kids that play for me. They all go to school here in Seguin District, all of them. So that's what I was here for. Hopefully we can work something out with all of y'all. I know some of y'all might know me. I know him. I've seen him a couple of times. So I appreciate it. Okay,
Thank you.
thank y'all.
Can we go up on the agenda? All right, now moving to item number 3, closed session. The board will adjourn into closed session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Open Meetings Act. 3A pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071, 551.074, 551.129, consultation with legal counsel, including possible telephone consultation with legal counsel as necessary to address legal concerns, implications, and answer any legal questions regarding posted agenda items. 3B, pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.074, discuss personnel matters, including appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of employee or employees. 3C, pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.072, discuss the sale, purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. 3D, pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.0821, deliberation regarding public school student. It is 6:06, and we will reconvene to open meeting after we go to closed. Thank you. will reconvene into our open meeting and take appropriate action on items if necessary as discussed in closed session. There is nothing for us to vote on, so we will move to number 5, pledges to the United States flag and the Texas flag, followed by a moment of silence. All right, we'll now move to recognition campus presentations, number 6. 6A is superintendent reports.
Board, a couple of quick announcements. First, for our parents and communities out there, just about the great things that are happening across the district. First, we want to say that you can find all things related to back to school right now on Parent Square. Our newsletter will be updated throughout the next 3 weeks before school starts with information to help you plan and prepare for this new school year, including meet the teacher dates and times. For our new families who have not yet gotten on Parent Square, you can find the newsletter link on the Seguin ISD website. You just want to look for Back to School under the Parents and Students tab on the homepage. Families, if you've not been able to log into Parent Square or your child is not showing up on their new campus, I just ask that you please bear with us a little bit. We expect to update our Parent Square data here in the next week or so as we continue to transitioning to our new student information system, Skyward. I know I mentioned this last month, and I'll say it again, a big thank you to our business services, our human resources, our technology teams for their hard work to make this transition as smooth as possible. They put a lot of time and effort into this that's going to pay off extremely well for us as a district with systems and processes. As a reminder, our summer food program is open through this Friday, July 31st. For more information, you want to look under child nutrition menus under the Parents and Student tab at the top of the Seguin ISD website and homepage. We do hope that you'll join us for our Back to School Family Bash next Friday, August 7th from 5:30 to 7:30 at Seguin High School. This event is totally free, and we want all Seguin ISD families to be there. Everyone is welcome. And also mark your calendar for Monday, August 17th. We plan to cut the ribbon for our new McQueenie Elementary campus at 4 o'clock, just before Meet the Teacher starts that night at 5 o'clock, and so we do hope that you will join us there. As far as things going on across the district, CTE, our career and technology education teachers, have been busy this summer attending several vocational teaching conferences. We do want to say congratulations to Seguin High School cosmetology teacher Israel De Leon for being named Teacher of the Year by the Texas Industrial Vocational Association. Very proud of him and that accomplishment. We're also excited to add that several new CTE computer courses this next year, including Dollars and Cents in Web Communications. These additional courses will provide new opportunities for our students as they prepare for the workforce. Athletics, our athletic department is certainly picking up steam ahead of the new school year. Our student athletes have started camps and practices with more scheduled to return next week. Best of luck to all of our middle school and high school athletes as they head into the new season. Fine arts also, lots going on. Congratulations to the Seguin ISD Visual Arts Departments for being named a District of Distinction by the Texas Art Educators Association for the second year in a row. Seguin is one of 108 districts across the state to receive this award, a huge accomplishment. If you've passed central office in the mornings recently, you've likely heard the Mighty Matador Marching Band as they prepare for their 2026 show, Tides of Temptation. I know I cannot wait to see their first performance. Looking forward to what they're going to accomplish this year. The Seguin High School Band Program also has had the honor of hosting the Santa Clara Vanguard Drum and Bugle Corps this month. Their presence gave our students and staff a chance to see the 7-time DCI World Champions in action before the recent performance in San Antonio. And congratulations to our music educators who completed more than 120 hours of Kodai training this month. Their work and dedication will benefit our music students across the district. Summer may not be over yet, but the work is definitely underway at Central Office. We just welcomed our new employees yesterday, and teachers are set to return to campus next week. This year's district theme for us here at Seguin ISD is Rise to the Challenge, one of our values that we adopted in our strategic plan. And I think it acknowledges the important piece that we have great things that are happening in the district, but we also know that we have work to do. And I believe that now we have the right team in place to make some of that happen. So very excited for this school year. And then families, we look forward to seeing your children on the first day of school on Wednesday, August 19th. We hope you enjoy these last few days of summer, but we're very excited to welcome you back.
On the agenda is board reports. And we'll start with you, Josh. Mr. Bright?
Well, I feel like the summer has just kind of gone by in a blink of the eye. I just want to say thank you to all those coaches that have done all of the camps. Baseball coach Gonzalez especially, because we were very flexible with that camp, although we only got 2 days because of the rain. His team was out there, and both his coach team and his athletes were out there helping all the age groups. So it was really fantastic to see all the young kids working with the students in the high school and the varsity players on their baseball skills. So that's been great. And Coach Gutierrez has really hit the ground running, and it's been great to see the different changes he's already implemented with the football skills and SAT camp and moving into football camps right now. So that's fantastic. Very excited for that first home game against the mighty beast, the Unicorns down the river. And so just thanks to everybody for their work during the summertime to help our youth in performance of athleticism and their fine arts.
I wanted to mention two things tonight. One is I've really enjoyed looking at our social media accounts and seeing all of the new hires that have been promoted through that. Really some quality educators that I'm excited to have join our district. The other thing is I wanted to shout out to last Thursday, there was a leadership training meeting that I got to hear the very last snippet of after educators had sat in a room for I don't know how long. Loved hearing about the teamwork and the collaboration. And what I was most actually energized by, it was the end of a very long day for myself, and seeing these educators come out of a very long meeting and energized and happy and lingering in the hallways and not running right out. It was great to see that level of energy.
Also attended the new teachers orientation yesterday, and it was a great event. I was there for like the first hour. So Dr. Lee did a good presentation at the beginning, introducing himself and how he tied into when he was in school versus in all the different roles that he played. I also attended a MASBA webinar concerning the Plyler versus Doe 1982 court hearing. Back in 75 and in 82, there was an attempt by the state of Texas to not provide education to undocumented students. Luckily, it was overturned, but the way things are going now, MASBA was just trying to put a focus on where were we then and where are we now?
Mr. Dwyer?
I don't have much to report. I just want to remind the community that we'll be doing the ribbon cutting at McQueenie Elementary on the 17th at 4 o'clock. Please come join us.
I was at the new teacher orientation the other day and enjoyed meeting several of the new teachers that came in, and it was fun to sit at the McQueenie table and meet the new teachers that were coming in there and how excited they were. And I spent the past couple of days, or at least 2 days or whatever, over at McQueenie helping some of the teachers move into their classrooms, and it's unbelievably so awesome to see how excited they are to go into this classroom as opposed to the 30s classrooms that they had been in for all those years. So it's amazing over there. Dr. Lee and I previously, I don't remember exactly what day it was, but we did take Representative Schoolcraft through the school. He was very impressed by it, asked a lot of interesting questions. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. So that was interesting, but he got to see, and he was very impressed. He lives, I guess, just right around the corner from me in his lake house, so it was easy for him to just come drop by and see us there. I think that's been about it right now.
Thank you, Mrs. Miller. As for me, I attended an agenda-setting meeting and completed that AI required training, so I got that done. Also attended the new teacher orientation, and it really was amazing. I would like to start my day every day with the Matador Band playing the fight song. And one thing, just a reminder to all, when you hear the Matador fight song, it is appropriate to stand. So that should be lesson 1 on day 1 of orientation. It took everything within me not to say something about it, but I just let it happen. It's fine. I think that concludes our board reports, and we'll move on now to reports and information items. Number 7 on our agenda, A, Human Resources, Jeremy Newman, with our personnel information, professional employees.
Good evening, Board. Here you have a list of our recent professional new hires and resignations.
Very busy.
Are there any questions? Any further comments? If not, we'll move on to 7B. Thank you, Mr. Newman. Business Services, we'll bring up Ms. Liz Banks. She's going to talk to us about bond interest revenue improvements, new vendors, and purchases made over $50,000.
Good evening, Board of Trustees and Dr. Lee. The first item is instructional break facilities improvement. There aren't a lot of updates on here. There are 2 additions, so that's really what I wanted to point your attention to. It's the activity buses and the Suburbans. Those are 2 items that we visited with Transportation, Athletics, and this would benefit our district greatly. So we have gotten quotes on these and wanted y'all to know about that. That's all I have to point out on here. The rest is
difference between an activity bus and a normal bus?
So these are like those little those buses that you see that are wrapped, and there are 14 people on there. So you don't have to have a CDL to drive them, so we don't have to pay a bus driver to drive them.
Also, your activity buses are traditionally not yellow. You cannot run students home unless the bus is yellow, so they could only be used for activities, not for any kind of route services.
I have just a real quick question
Yeah.
about McQueenie. Is there still money within their bond still if they're saying that there's some things that they're missing?
Yep,
And
they've
the
been
whole picture?
reaching out to me about stuff that
Okay, I
they're
thought they
missing,
would
and
be.
we've been taking care of it, yeah.
Okay, thank
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Any other questions for Ms. Banks? Not, thank you so much. Appreciate the reports. Now we'll move on to item number 8, consent agenda items. Policy BE local states that the consent agenda shall include items of a routine and/or reoccurring nature grouped together under one action item. All such items shall be acted upon by one vote without separate discussion unless a board member requests that an item be withdrawn for individual consideration. The remaining items shall be adopted under a single motion and vote as applicable. 8A, approval of board minutes of regular meeting June 30th, 2026. B, approval of tax collection reports for June 2026. C, approval of proposed budget amendment for July 2026. D, approval of investment report for the fourth quarter ended June 30th, 2026. E, approval of investment report for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2026. F, adoption of resolution stating review of investment policy and designation of investment officers. G, second reading and approval of the Texas Association of School Boards TASB Policy Update 127, affecting legal and local policies, and Local District Update LDU and BBB Local. H, county extension agents as adjunct staff members. I, extracurricular activity listing for 2026-2027. And J, acknowledge Public Information Act requests June to July 2026. Does any board member wish to pull any agenda item? If not, I will entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda items.
I move that we accept the consent items as listed.
Second.
It's been moved by trustee Miller and seconded by Alejandro Guerra to accept our consent agenda items. Is there any discussion? There being no discussion, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Vote passes 6-0. Moving on to our action items, number 9. A, designate an official voting delegate and alternate to the 2026 TASB Delegate Assembly in Houston, Texas on October 8th through the 11th, 2026. Dr. Lee.
Board, you have the opportunity each year. TASB, the Texas Association of School Boards, has their delegate assembly where each district has an opportunity to send a delegate to represent them and their beliefs. That delegate assembly sets some of the priorities for the Texas Association of School Boards and happens at the TASA TASB conference in Houston this coming October. You have an opportunity to select who you would like to serve as delegate if someone wants to serve as delegate, and then alternate delegate also. I don't have any recommendations. This is entirely a decision to be made by you guys on who is the delegate and alternate delegate. But if you choose to do so, you just need to state who would be the delegate and who would be the alternate delegate, and we've got possible agenda language, motion language for you.
Madam President, I move to name trustee Bright as the official voting delegate and trustee Guerra as the alternate to the 2026 TASB Delegate Assembly.
I'll second.
It's been moved by Mr. Dwyer and seconded by Ms. Burns that we designate Mr. Bright and Mr. Guerra as delegate and alternate to TASA TASB. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor raise your right hand. And the vote passes 6-0. Moving on to item number 10, board comments and requests.
I have one comment. I just want to say thank you to all of the hard work for the people working over the summer. I know there's been a big transition to our new system for business and HR, and I know that's been a lot of work for a lot of different people, and I appreciate that time when you drive by the parking lot in the middle of summer and you typically see it empty, and it's not. Also to those teachers and everybody getting ready to come back to school. Very excited to see everybody coming back, and I appreciate everyone coming back to get ready for this next school year. And I think the next couple of weeks are going to be really great for everybody as we move forward, getting ready for the newest and brightest year for Seguin ISD.
I too want to thank everyone who's been so hard at work, especially recruiting new teachers. And I don't know, we're in a great shape, especially on the secondary level of having everyone in place before school starts, and that's very exciting. So thank you to all those departments who've been working really hard on that. Are there any other comments? We'll move now to agenda item 11, and that is adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
It's been moved to adjourn by trustee Bright and seconded by Mr. Dwyer. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. And we are adjourned.